Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is Wicked Wednesday, okay? We're halfway through the week so far, and it is June the 10th, okay? So angel number 10 could be very significant. We talk about angel number 10 a lot in the messages when it comes to wholeness, divine order, rebirth, etc., and being able to end cycles so that you can start new beginnings, right? So let's see what messages show up for today in the reading. All right, guys, I'm just going to jump right into it. I hope you guys are doing well mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually as well. Okay, guys, so let's see what messages you guys might need to know. So let's see. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for June the 10th? What do they need to know for June the 10th? Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Hierophant, okay? This is about honoring your spiritual path, okay, when it comes to certain traditions. So this could be about teaching and learning or just charitable giving with Taurus energy. Now, Taurus energy talks about throat chakra energy. So some of you guys, your throat chakra could be activated at this time, or there's something about your throat chakra being activated. I'm sorry about that, guys. They're doing another fire alarm test in my building. So please be advised, if you guys see me pausing the video, that's the reason why. If it does get too hectic, I might just have to stop the video and just do the readings later. But for now, I'm just going to continue on. So like I was saying before I had paused the video, the Hierophant is very significant. Like I said, something to do with your throat chakra could be significant. You guys could be speaking up more about certain matters or certain things, you know, when it comes to you speaking truth, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to seeking knowledge and wisdom from higher power, this could be significant for some of you guys, or just being an authority figure or someone who is an authority figure. But there's something about you being called to follow tradition or establish some type of rules with the number 5, okay? Fifth house placement also talks about, you know, I always talk about fertility. Like I said, fertility and pregnancy and children could be also about actual fertility and children, pregnancy, but even creativity could be significant in self-expression, okay? Things that bring you joy. So take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to drama, you guys could be releasing drama from your energy at this time. So anybody who's bringing in drama or being dramatic or childish or, you know, that kind of energy, you guys are ignoring that energy at this time. So please take what resonates with that. But yeah, guys, I apologize for the alarm. I feel like every time I do a reading, there's always some type of distraction or disruption. And some of you guys could be dealing with that too in your day-to-day life, where it's almost like even when you find just a little bit of peace and sanity or quiet, something happens, right? And usually these things are usually unexpected, where it's like you have no control of it, right? So the Sun. Okay, so yeah, like I said, things that make you happy or bring joy to you, right? Take what resonates with that with the number 19. This is about being filled with energy and vitality, especially 1 and 9 equals 10. So this is about success and growth, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to joy and positivity, that could resonate for some of you with the solar plexus. And also, when it comes to you basically experiencing happiness and, you know, enjoying the moment, that is also significant with the number 19. And also with the number 19, this is like Phoenix energy, especially with the fire energy showing up with the Sun. So for some of you guys with the number 19, the Phoenix energy is significant. You guys could be ending something so that you can start a new beginning. There's something about your purpose when it comes to like you going through a rebirth, but this rebirth that you're going through, it's illuminated, okay? So yeah, take what resonates with this with the Page of Swords, okay? For some of you, this is about embracing your unique perspectives. For some of you guys, this could be, you know, basically when it comes to your energy, this is about your curiosity, your intellectual growth. For some of you guys, this is about you exploring new ideas, okay, when it comes to expanding your knowledge and wisdom. So this could be about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements with the number 11. So take what resonates with this, but you could be receiving a financial message at this time. But there's something about your energy with the 11th house. Now, when it comes to like groups and friendships and also, you know, being socially aware, some of you, this could be social media, the future, things like that, right? But there's something about your energy where you could be very curious. Now, this could be happening during Gemini season for some of you. Some of you may have you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. For some of you guys, this is also talking about, you know, basically dealing with people who could be gossipy, okay, or very sarcastic, okay, when it comes to being insulting as well. Now, you could have been dealing with somebody else in your energy too who is a poor planner. This may not be you, but this could also be other people around you, okay? But at the same time, like I said, when it comes to your energy and communication, throat chakra energy, there is something about you being very communicative about certain things or being very alert, okay? Yeah, Queen of Wands energy. So you're showing up with the sun here. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands when it comes to your confidence, right? Something about your confidence and being charismatic, but also this is about your creativity and intuition. So there's something about you being a natural leader and also inspiring other people when it comes to your vision and creativity. Also with the number 13, 1 and 3 equals 4. This could be, like I said, family, domestic matters, parents, guardians, things like that. Your emotions, okay, when it comes to like foundations, okay. Same thing I was talking about with the 5th house when it comes to like fertility, pregnancy, or children. There's something to do with a mother, children, women, or feminine energy that's significant. And for some of you that are dealing with this energy, like I said, because this could be anything since it's a collective reading, there's something about you speaking truth when it comes to your joy being abundant. And you could be dealing with somebody, like I said, when it comes to scatteredness, okay, or just being a scatterbrain. You could be dealing with somebody that was like that, okay, and you're being somebody who's very like communicative, where you're speaking up on certain things, you're embracing unique perspectives when it comes to dealing with people, places, things, the mind, you know, how the mind works, that kind of stuff. Because with you and also the number 10, like I was saying, there's something about you being in alignment with your body, mind, and spirit. And also when it comes to like your purpose unfolding, there's something about your energy where you're the one that's showing up when it comes to being social, or even when it comes to, you know, basically being confident, right? But like I said, you guys could be dealing with people at this time, like I said, when it comes to your confidence, right? So let's see what else shows up with the number 13. And also with the number 13, this is about transformations. So there is a death and rebirth when it comes to certain patterns. Maybe you guys are seeing certain patterns about certain people, you know. It's almost like you're in this happy-go-lucky energy, and it's like you're dealing with somebody who's always moping, you know, this moping and sad all the time. Now, this doesn't mean that this person is a Gemini and a Libra or an Aquarius. It just means that there's something about the energy when it comes to dealing with people in communication. You may realize that maybe that you're dealing with people who are very insulting, right? They're very rude, and it's almost like they think they know everything more than you do, and you know more than what they know, despite what they think they know because of their age or authority, their position in life, you know, things like that, right? So we have the Fool. Okay, the Fool is very significant when it comes to, like I said, new beginnings, right? So for some of you guys, like I said, you guys could be going through a new beginning, or you guys could be focusing on a new beginning. Like I said, when it comes to releasing certain patterns, you guys are releasing certain patterns with the number 13, right? So take what resonates with that, but there is a new opportunity or something about you taking a risk, and that could be also significant for a lot of you. Now, a lot of you, when it comes to like Uranus energy too, there's something about unpredictability. Your energy is very unpredictable, but there's something about change and openness that is also significant when it comes to your energy. Astrology could be significant. Maybe you guys, when it comes to, you know, certain things with society, that is also significant, right? But there's something about you being rebellious, because you being rebellious just means that you're not tolerating certain things that other people will tolerate, and that's significant. Zeros also talk about, you know, you starting over or starting fresh, right? So there's something about a fresh new beginning and taking a risk when it comes to being called to step outside of your comfort zone, right? Justice. Okay, seeking balance and fairness. So there's something about justice when it comes to consequence, law, truth, honesty, with the Hierophant as well, right? There's something about you when it comes to seeking balance and fairness. there are certain situations with the sun showing up here that not everything needs to be, what I'm trying to say is not everything needs to be, accepted. So say somebody does you dirty, and I always say this in my messages, right? Say somebody does you dirty, they do you wrong, they call you out your name, they say disrespectful things to you, basically thinking that they know it all, right? You detaching yourself, and that's where the unpredictability could be with Uranus energy. You detaching your energy or detaching yourself from whoever this energy is basically showing that even if you're around them or not, you still find joy and happiness within yourself, okay? Sunflowers could be significant too, but you always find prosperity within yourself, no matter what you're going through, who you're dealing with, and what is happening. So this is significant, right? There's something about, law and order. There's something about balance. You could also be dealing with somebody in your energy when it comes to balance, where, people that want balance and peace at all cost, but they're not really taking in the idea or the fact that maybe the reason why you distance yourself from people, or, you lose contact with people, you don't communicate with people, is because it goes both ways, right? Just like how the phone works both ways, where you could have family and friends saying, oh, I haven't heard from you in such a long time. Okay, but they can contact you too. Why are you the one that's always contacting them, checking up on them, and doing everything like that? What about you? So this is significant too when it comes to receiving good karma. So take what resonates with that. Like I said, there's something about groups, okay, collective energy, but 11s are very significant. Some of you guys could be seeing angel number 1111, and that could be confirmation as well. There's also something about when it comes to karma, if people have done you wrong, they could be receiving karma as well, okay? But for some of you guys receiving good karma, we have the Lover's energy, okay? So Gemini energy, like I said, when it comes to, the being in the month of Gemini season, there's something about unions and partnerships that are, very significant, and choices with the number 1212. So you choosing love and harmony is very significant. You are picking and choosing love and harmony with the people that actually resonate with you. Even with the 6th house too, this is about your health and wellness. Some of you guys, your daily routines are significant. This could be your work habits, how you organize yourself, how you service other people. But even when it comes to dealing with co-workers as well, there's something about co-workers that are significant. So say this is a job as well, right? Say you guys worked at a company, or you are working in a company where, maybe somebody could have spoke certain things about you, even though you knew more than them. You knew more, you had more joy and confidence, you were very self-assured when it came to the role that you were in, you knew what you were talking about, you were ready to step into a new beginning. But there's something about someone receiving karma because of the cause and effect, okay? Because you spoke truth and you were honest throughout the beginning to the end. And because of this energy, there's something about Venus energy as well, where you are attracting new relationships, you are attracting, balance and unity with people who actually resonate with you in that kind of sense. And that could be something that a lot of people are seeing with your energy, because maybe they may feel left out in the cold, but it's almost like that's their karma, because if they tried to make you feel like you were left out in the cold, now it's almost like it's their turn. But it's not because you're doing it on purpose. It's almost like you're finally choosing yourself. Self-love, choosing yourself, putting yourself first, filling up your own cup before you fill up other people's cup is very significant. So take what resonates with that too, okay, guys? So let's see. But there's something about you being able to take accountability. Whether you're right or wrong, you're always taking accountability for yourself, okay? Other people in your energy may not do that. This is pretty interesting. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands energy when it comes to movement. Like I said, you guys are ready for progress and change and growth. Okay, with the 8th house, this is about death and transformations, rebirth, etc. Like I said, even corporations could be significant, where corporations could be going through certain drastic changes, because with Uranus energy, you were the one that showed up with, new ideas or being adventurous or, you know, originality, okay? And for some of you guys, it's almost like you're forced to start something new because, or, you know, start your own adventures because whatever this energy was, whether you were let go from a job or Hey guys, I just heard the alarm about to go off and I tried to stop it right before it made that noise. It looks like they're doing it for the whole day, so bear with me, guys. But yeah, there's something about the energy, like I said, when it comes to the Eight of Wands, and like I said before I paused the video, when it comes to you starting something new, whether this was you being let go from a job, leaving a job, released from a home situation, or leaving a home, either way, it doesn't matter what it is, right? There's something about your energy when it comes to dealing with certain things that were not your fault or not your responsibility, and it's almost like you were like the scapegoat for these people. Now that you're no longer there, who do they blame? You guys get what I'm saying? So temperance energy as well when it comes to balance and peace. Some of you guys have found balance and peace in your new adventures, your new you know, beginnings and things like that with the number 14. For some of you guys, like I said, 1 and 4 equals 5. This could be creativity or something that you guys are growing or building, but financial planning is significant. And not only that, redefining what stability means for you, okay? Building truthful foundations is significant. If you were dealing with people in the past that were not, you know, building truthful foundations, it's almost like that energy is going to show, okay? We also have the King of Pentacles, okay? So this is about abundance. Again, 1414 is significant. This is about leadership, long-term investments. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy is very significant. But this card talks about being financially secure and also successful when it comes to things flowing to you easily and naturally. This could be wealth, stability, whether this is financially, mentally, physically, but there's something about achieving something when it comes to success, and also when it comes to working and having wise investments within yourself. And this may not be financial. These wise investments could be you working on yourself, you putting time and effort into yourself and seeing that growth and seeing that change, okay? We also have the Six of Swords energy where you guys are moving on. Okay, you guys are moving on. You guys are leaving a situation behind. Okay, you guys are moving forward with ease and grace. And like I said, this could talk about transitions when it comes to Mercury and Aquarius. Now, for some of you guys, this could be also being in detachment when it comes to like your emotions, right? You could be dealing with people too where there's a reason why you're transitioning right now, because you are moving away from things when it comes to difficult situations and moving towards a positive and more peaceful situation. Now, this may look different for a lot of you guys because, again, when it comes to, you know, dealing with people that may be stuck in the past, that could be significant too. Like you're moving away from people who are stuck in the past. It's like people who are always, you know, trying to force you to communicate and you don't want to because you've already put your foot down and you're standing 10 toes down and saying, well, I don't want nothing to do with you. No disrespect, whether you care or don't care, but if you don't want anything to do with somebody, why force them to be in the energy? You've released that, you've let that go. But sometimes it's hard to let go of certain things or trying to forget about it and move on, especially if you see these people constantly every single day. So whether this is a job, family, friends, whatever it is, in order for you to heal and move on, sometimes you have to remove yourself from the environment or from places that, you know, basically cause you harm. Okay, so Six of Swords, right? There's something about, like I said, moving away. Daily routines are significant, organizing yourself and things like that. And not only just that, but being able to have financial stability within yourself, okay? Now, again, with the Eight of Swords, this is about breaking from limiting beliefs. This is you, right? So you could be dealing with somebody, like I said, who they act like they're powerless or they act like they're being a victim. And you don't, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you don't like people who victimize themselves because it's almost like they're limiting or trying to limit you by trying to make you feel trapped. So with Jupiter and Gemini, okay, because Jupiter talks about luck, expansion, abundance, and things like that. Like I said, there's something about the 8th house. You guys are releasing and letting go, okay? I'm going to get one more card. Ooh, that's too many. Spirit, give me one more card to end up this reading, please and thank you. Give me one more card to end out the message, please. Okay, yeah, we have the World. Okay, guys. So the World is very significant at this time. Okay, guys. And this card also, peeked out a little bit with the Empress. So there is something about change when it comes to decisive moments and having fate, but also luck, like I said, okay? Luck, Jupiter energy being on your side, things working out for your own favor or for your own good, but you guys are going through some type of change or transformation, and also entering a period of growth and evolution, like I said, with new opportunities and newer beginnings, and also being abundant when it comes to what you love, and also creativity. So yeah, fertility is very significant. Like I said, with the number 3, this talks about, school, education, the mind, how you think, communicate, etc. But even when it comes to like your creativity and how you express yourself, that is what you guys are dealing with when it comes to joy. And especially with Gemini energy, that's what you guys can be dealing with right now at this time, because Gemini talks about communication, Mercury energy, right? So I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. If you guys are looking to book a reading, all the information are in the description below. Like I said, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or check out my blog. And like I said, I only post on YouTube and TikTok. So, if you guys follow me on there, thank you guys. And I just want to say thank you for those who follow me, repost, like, share. If the message does resonate with you, or somebody that commenting that it does resonate, little things like that, right? But I do want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys. And I apologize for the alarms. Like I said, it's out of my control. I can't wait for the day when I don't have to like deal with that anymore, and so you guys don't have to, but the show must go on. I'm not going to stop that from doing my readings for you guys. Like I said, I'll always find ways to make sure that I'm able to post and do what it is that I need to do. All right, guys. And for those who watch the video all the way to the end, I love you guys. I thank you guys for that, and for supporting and resonating with whatever messages that do resonate with you guys. Okay, happy Wednesday. I'll see you guys next time, and have a wicked Wednesday, guys. Bye.